How are ya? I thought there'd be a mosh pit. Does the mosh pit start later? I'm Peter Sagal. It is my pleasure to be here with you at this beautiful place, Lincoln Hall.
Yay!
To do... Yes, I know. We're not going to clap for the venue, you son of a bitch. I know what you're thinking. This is my first ever, like, rock show. I'm very excited, even though I will not be doing any singing. Oh, no. The appropriate response was applause, ladies and gentlemen. I am thrilled to be here. I am lucky to be here. I met Paul and Storm when they were touring last year with Jonathan Colton. And I got to go up and I got to introduce him, and that was really cool. And then Paul and Storm organized this really cool thing called Woodstock. Woot. And they asked me to do a piece for that, which I did. And thank you. I will actually be the reprise of that piece from Woodstock later in the evening. The henchman with the existential crisis, he'll be back. But they asked me to do this show, and what I decided to do was, a couple of years ago, I wrote a series of essays for the New York Times Magazine, True Life Tales, first-person stuff. And I looked into it, and I said, oh, if you do them together, it's kind of an interesting excerpt from the autobiography of a sad little man. And that, I think, would be just what you wanted to hear. So I'll be doing that later, but first, it is my pleasure to introduce my friends, the marquee performers of the evening, a musical duo with a tragic tale, Paul and Storm, ladies and gentlemen.
That's Peter Sagal from the radio. He does that show, Stop, Stop, I Know This One. How y'all doing? The brave 50, 60-some people who decided to come out and party on a Monday night. That's right.
So how many of you know what's been going on with the Paul and Storm organization over the last 24 hours?
More to the point, how many of you don't know? And how many of you didn't raise your hands for either question?
Okay.
A bit of an interesting story.
Now, you see this guitar? It's nice, isn't it? It's not mine.
Thief!
That's correct. Yesterday, upon arriving in O'Hare, we met up with a friend before we went out to get our baggage. Maybe 15 minutes. When we got back, my bags with my clothes were there. Paul's bags with his clothes were there.
Our merchandise bag was there.
One thing was missing. The guitar. As it turns out, it was pilfered. I know.
We're doing like a pantomime up here. Someone stole your guitar!
Exactly. It was stolen in a very outrageous manner.
Apparently by someone in pantaloons.
We hear that's how they steal things here in Chicago. That's why they call it Pantaloon Town.
Yeah, don't get me started on the Commedia dell'arte gangs. Oh man, I can make a Commedia dell'arte joke and 40% of you will laugh. I love this.
So being the sensitive musical artists that we are, we've had some time to consider this. And if you don't mind, we would like to debut a song that we wrote about.
This is a song for someone special.
That we wrote 15 minutes ago. To wait for the technology to boot up. I don't need to know the reasons that you had for doing what you did, I understand. But the moment you walked out the door, you took more than my heart. So if you please, bring back my fucking guitar. I want my fucking guitar back, you thieving motherfucker. You have to steal it from the luggage carousel. I want my fucking guitar back, so give it back, you asshole. And when you're done, die in a fucking fire, in a fucking fire, in a fucking fire.
Thank you, that's for a special someone, you know who you are.